Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Holy Hour. It is your DJ Saints. Almost forgot my name because it's been a while since we had this show. I hope everyone had an amazing spring break. I myself had I guess it was a pretty good spring break. I just felt like it went by super duper duper quick, like super fast. I could have used more days. Honestly, it was yesterday. I was like, oh crap, we have school tomorrow, and I just like it just kicked in, and I was like, damn, that sucks. But all in all, it was a pretty good break, and today is very very windy. When I was walking here, literally, I was on my way, and the wind stopped me. Like I was walking, and then I like was pushed back, and I was like, wait, I don't know if I was being dramatic, but yeah, it's a really really windy day today. So yeah, it's not always windy. It's always either hot or just cold. But yeah, it's the valley's weather, I guess. Um, yeah. Um, what did you do, Jan, for your spring break? Did you end up going to sing Steve? No way. Okay, so last week we were actually talking about uh the spring break concert concerts at Clayton's at the beach, and we were talking about Steve Aoki, and Jan said he was gonna go, and he wanted to get his a sampler, right? That's what they're called. Of Steve Aoki, but I guess he didn't go. Damn, I didn't go either. I mean, I had plans to go, but you should have you should have told me. I would have been down to go with you, Jan. It's okay. There's I know Steve Aoki came like when was it? 2 years ago. So I'm pretty sure. Hopefully, maybe he'll come again. Maybe, but I was also kind of confused because I think I saw someone, one of my friends went and they put footage on their story of Steve Aoki, and it was during the day, the concert, right? It looked like there was daylight, so I was kind of like, oh, that's interesting. I thought he would perform in the evening or night, because that's what the other artists do. I know Polo G came too on Saturday, and I think I saw also clips of that, and that concert looked like fun. Like everyone seemed like they were engaged into into the concert. But yeah, I mean, I guess because of the pandemic, it kind of made us a lot more appreciative of being able to go to concerts and seeing the artists that we love live. Like, I guess it's different now, which kind of makes me happy. Well, not kind of, it does make me happy. But yeah, um, actually went to see Batman during the break. I went by myself because no one wanted to go with me, which there's nothing wrong, right? Um, but I also saw Jujutsu Kaisen, which is an anime, but it was a they made a movie, and it was a really really good movie. But yeah, I just spent my spring break watching movies. I went and helped some friends with their short films, which was pretty fun. Um, so yeah, I guess I was productive, but I also kind of just like chilled because I went to the movies by myself and I just went to go watch the things that I've been wanting to see. Because I have been wanting to see Batman before it gets spoiled, like with Marvel films, and yeah. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and play an artist named Pink Pantheress. I discovered her. I'm trying to remember how I discovered her. I don't think I remember. But her songs are very short. They're like 1 to 2 minutes, and it's just I like it. I like her music. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that. This song is called "Attracted to You," and it's by Pink Pantheress, of course. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. It is your DJ Saint, and I just really quickly wanted to shout out DJ Aurelius. He's the DJ of Figures of Funk. Actually, had him. I have him for class. Yeah, and I had him the week before spring break, It was on a Friday, and he he looked familiar because I had seen you guys had posted on YouTube, and you guys post like the our images, and so I was like, oh, I checked out some of the other DJs, and I saw that he was the DJ for Figures of Funk, and so when I saw him in class, I was like, you look familiar, and I was like, do you DJ for Vaquero Radio? And he was like, yeah, I'm the DJ, and I do my shows Figures of Funk. I was like, you do the one with like the collectible toys, because he had a Spider-Man toy in his hand, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And he was like, yeah, like I actually listened to your show, and I was like, oh. Really? Yeah. Wow. So I mean, I don't know if he's listening. I don't know if he's listening right now, but yeah, it was like that Spider-Man meme where it's like a Spider-Man's pointing, and then there's like two Spider-Mans pointing at each other. That's kind of how it was for a sec, because we were just both like, what? We're both DJs at Bucket Radio, and we didn't even I mean, I didn't know I had them for class until that day. That's because we were put in a group. So that's like, because usually I don't really pay attention to who's in my class. I just go and I sit, and then majority of the times I'm late to class. Um, so it's just I just try to sit down and like not look around, things like that. I don't know, but yeah. Um, so those songs were by Pink Panthers. Sorry that I bombarded you all with like 4 or 5 songs of Panthers. They're just so short, and it's like I didn't want to play like 1 minute of a song and then just like, hey guys, and just come back. Like I wanted to make sure there was a good music break of just music. So uh yeah, I hope everyone liked it. Her music is just it's it falls under the genre of garage. Oh, I forgot what it was called. I think it was like garage pop or something like that. But it was just like a genre that I have never heard before. I had never discovered. So to hear her music kind of made me like interested in hearing that genre. Because I don't know, I feel like it's different compared to pop and other types of genres. I mainly listen to rap and pop majority of the time. So it I love it when there's something different and distinct from what I already listened to and what's already on the radio. Uh, so yeah, it was just like instantly the song. Like when I heard her music, it just instantly grew on me. Also, her name Pink Panther. So I just think that's like a really cool name. It's like I wouldn't have thought in of that. Pink Panther. So just it's cool. I don't know, but yeah. So I hope everyone enjoyed uh those songs, and I wanted to also play some Childish Gambino, because I know there is, talking about like different types of genres. I know there Childish Gambino, he loves to do and explore different types of music styles, because I know with Awaken My Love, which is the one where Redbone is a song from that album. It was just very different compared to his earlier stuff where he just like really raps. Um, and I like that because it just shows how versatile he is as an artist. He started off with rap. If you listen to Ivy Sweatpants or 3005 or Bonfire or any of those songs, you will be able to tell the difference from those songs and songs from Awaken My Love. Like there's a song I always like saying it because I think the name is funny of the song. It's called Me and Your Mama. Like it's a really good song. That one, Riot, and which I'm gonna play Riot, I think. Yeah, and Redbone, of course, I was like the mainstream one. Um, and I'm also going to play the one from his latest album, which was like, I don't even know what it was called. It was like this. The picture of the album is like white, and it the song titles are just numbers. I don't know. I just think that that's kind of cool because you don't see other artists doing that, and in a way that album was, well, it definitely was different from all his previous work. And I heard a lot of people saying that they didn't like that album, but honestly, to me, I thought it was probably, I don't want to say it was his best album, but it was definitely up there because I just thought it was very experimental, and it's just like artists like to stay in their comfort zone and they don't like to branch out to other genres because they want to keep their career going, right? And if they make this major change, um, I mean, it could be a good thing, but it can also, in a way, they can also lose fans because fans will be like, oh well, I listened because I like rock, and now it's now it's country or like something very drastic. So it's just it um in a way I think it's good though because you as an artist it makes sense because you target different audiences and you kind of bring everyone together and you just have a bigger audience, which makes a lot of sense to me why they would do that. But long story short, I don't know. I don't know of that many artists that do that explore to different genres, and so I know Childish Gambino is one of the few that actually do that, and that's why I appreciate him as an artist because he is just very very talented and gifted. So yeah, I'm gonna play a song called Riot. It's from his Awaken My Love album, which was the same album in which Redbone and Me and Your Mama and all those other songs. Every time I say it, it's funny. I'm gonna play that song. It's from that album, and then after I'm gonna play 19.10, which is from his recent album. And yeah, we'll be right back, and make sure to stay in tune. Welcome back, everyone. So the last song was 19.10 by Childish Gambino, and I totally forgot that at the end of the song there's like this whole like sounds of just random like creatures. I don't even know what they are, to be honest. When I first heard the album, I was like, it kind of like threw me off because it kind of made me like kind of feel like I was in a movie. I don't know, it's weird, but and actually I that is something interesting that I always wondered was like what are those things? What are those noises? Like are they monsters or like what was the point in having that in the song? Cuz it's not just on this song, but in other songs on this album, you hear like just like random noises like animals and just I don't know. It's very I guess the closest word that I can think of is cinematic because there's just it just like takes you to a different place in a way, and I don't know, it's just I just for some reason just forgot about that was on this song at the end. So if anyone was freaking out, I'm sorry. That's just part of the song. It wasn't me talking, and yeah, I really love Childish Gambino. I think I am sorry, I just keep on talking about Childish Gambino, but he's definitely one of my most favorite artists, and I think he's one of the greatest artists of our generation, just because of all the music that he's done, and not just that, but he's has also uh directed, written, and acted in several films. And so me I wouldn't. I guess I can say I'm kind of an actor because I do act. But I just love film in general, and I mean, just this last week during spring break, I helped a friend, by doing cinematography for his short film, and so it's just like I love to do everything. Like I also helped him with doing the microphone too, because I on there was 3 days, and within those 3 days, 2 of those days, I was doing the microphone. They call it boom, or actually grip, and basically what you do is like you hold a pole. That sounds so wrong, but you hold a pole. You hold a pole, and at the end of it, it has like this microphone, and you're supposed to raise it above the actors, and it's kind of tiring because you always have to have like your arm up for like 2 3 minutes, however long that scene is. And then if they do several takes of it, like if an actor messes up and they're like, "Oh, I forgot my line," well, guess what? You have to do that same scene for like another 2 minutes, and it's just like over and over, depending on how many takes they do. And then there's also different shots in that film. Like so, basically the whole day you're just like carrying this pole, and it kind of sucks. That's why I don't when my friend asked me at first if I wanted to do it, I was like no, but I mean he needed help, so I was like okay, I guess I'll do it, uh, which is fine, right? Because I mean I have to in a way experience those things and get uh knowledge from them. But yeah, sorry. I did that for 2 days, and then on the last day I did uh cinematography, which was cameraman basically, and it was very fun. And so uh, I just went on a whole freaking rant. Sorry. But what I was trying to say was that with Childish Gambino, it's crazy because he does all of those things. Well, he might not like hold a microphone and things like that, or maybe he has, but he writes his own scripts. He has this show called Atlanta, which he directed, wrote, and acted in, and it was I've heard nothing but good things about the that series. I watched most of the first season. I just for some reason I stopped watching and I didn't continue. But from what I saw, I really enjoyed it and I thought it was really very funny. And I know he also did do you know that other show that Childish Gambino did, or Donald Glover, I should say? Yeah. Um, it was Parks and Recreation. Was it Parks and Recreation?
Maybe.
Or it was or Community. There you go, Community. I think that's the name of the show. But yeah, and then he's also in Star Wars on Solo, I think, and he plays. I forgot who he plays because I haven't seen it. Damn, I sound like a fake fan, but honestly, it's just I I I do pay attention to what he's doing, and so it's just like to me, it's very interesting because I guess now a lot of fi- uh, uh, music artists kind of are branching into to acting and like films and stuff like that. Like I know, like for example, Drake. That's a perfect example. He produced Euphoria.
No way.
Yeah, he did. Which is I didn't had like no clue. And so I mean it's an A24 film, and A24 they have done other things like they're their own film company. Like they've done Midsummer. I don't know if you've heard about that
Yeah.
film, and Moonlight, which is a different one, and a bunch of really good films. And so, but Drake produced that series Euphoria, and it's interesting to see how artists and music artists are kind of starting to go into like the film world and just like kind of collaborate, and it's kind of like turning into one in a way. And at the end of the day, I mean, like it always has been one because there has been music in film. There has always been a soundtrack in films, majority of today's films, right? And so, um, yeah. So, okay, long story short, Childish Gambino, and I think he's even a comedian too, or he was a comedian at one point. And it's just like, what else can this man do? It's just crazy. It's just, I don't know. I just look up to him because I think he's again, an amazing, uh, talented person or artist, and I appreciate that a lot. And okay, I promise I won't talk about Childish Gambino for the rest of this show. We're gonna move on to this other song by Caroline Rose. She isn't a like popular artist. I don't think she's like a mainstream artist, but she's I heard her album and I really liked this song. And I thought it was interesting 'cause she has a very unique voice. And to be honest, when I first heard her voice, I don't mean it like in an offensive way, but I thought like it sounded to me like a guy.
Oh wow.
Like I don't know. It was just I haven't heard uh someone with like that kind of voice, which is very interesting. Uh but yeah, I just her voice is unique, and so yeah, I'm gonna play the song called Feel the Way I Want, and it's super catchy. I hope everyone enjoys, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Holy Hour. That last song was called Rocky's Late Night by Albert Hammond Jr. I think I pronounced that right. So when I first heard this song, it reminded me a lot about the Strokes. Like for some reason, I felt like his voice sounded very similar to I'm trying to remember the singer's name from the Strokes. I know his name. I think his name is Julian. Julian, and I know it starts with a C. I think he's Hispanic. I'm not too sure, but I might be wrong about that.
Julian Casablanca.
There you go, Julian Casablancas. He also has this song with Daft Punk. I think it's called Daft Punk and Instant Crush. There you go.
Oh,
That's what.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you heard it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful song, and I really love. I think he has also a very unique voice, Julian Casablancas. Like I honestly first listened to the Strokes during the pandemic because I had no clue who they were before, and I wasn't really into rock and like that type of genre with like bands and stuff. But when because everyone was talking about their recent album called The Last Abnormal, I think that's what it's called. Oh my god, I'm like questioning myself so much. But and they released it during the pandemic, and so everyone was talking about it because the last album that they had done didn't came out like in 2013. So it had been like 7 years since they've released an album, and so when they released the new Abnormal in 2020, it made a lot of noise. A lot of people were like, "Oh my God, what?" Because it was a kind of unexpected, and I think they even won a Grammy for that album, if I am not mistaken. It's a definitely a an amazing album because I myself at that time, right, I wasn't a huge uh, fan of bands and just like groups and things like that. So it just for that I feel like that says a lot alone. The fact that I really enjoyed that album and I at that time hadn't really, or maybe I just didn't discover too much of that side of the genre. But either way, like it was definitely a great album and it definitely grew on me. I think it did win. It won rock album of the year in 2021. It won a Grammy, so that says a lot. And yeah, so when I first heard that album, or when I first heard the song "Rocky's Late Night" by Albert Hammond Jr., I just thought his voice sounded like Julian Casablancas. I feel like it's because I'm bad at names, and I just always mess people's names up. Like if I meet someone, I will remember their face. That's a given. But I always tend to forget people's names, and it's just like not intentional. And I feel bad because whenever I do see someone that I met, even if it was just once, um, they're always like, "Hey, oh, hey Santos, like I haven't seen you in forever," and it's just I feel bad because it's like I don't know their names, like I forgot. Like I don't know, it's just I feel like a bad person, but it's not because I was just like, I'm just gonna ignore their name and I'm not gonna remember that. It's just like I genuinely try to remember. It's just I just forget. And so yeah, uh, I'm going on a rant. But yeah, sorry. The Strokes. They're a really great band. The first song I heard was "Selfish." I'm not gonna play it. Maybe I'll play it next week. But I wanted to play other songs that I liked more. I don't think I want to say that because all the songs are good in that album and I like them all. But it just I wanted to play these two because I enjoy those a lot. So uh, I present to you "At the Door" by The Strokes. All right, everyone. It is currently 4:58 p.m. and DJ Saint has to sign off. I just started telling a story. Yeah. In third perspective, DJ Saint had a really great time playing music for you guys. I just sorry. Yeah. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their afternoon. I hope the rest of their week too, because I won't be able to talk to you guys until next Monday, which hopefully I'll have a guest because I was supposed to have a guest this today, but they bailed on me, which is fine. They had other things, which I understand. Oh, No, no, no. It's okay. I'm just a little heartbroken, but it's fine. Hopefully next week I'll have a guest. If not, I mean we'll just play music and talk and have fun and yeah, I appreciate everyone for taking the time to listen to me. If you listened the whole entire hour or if you just joined in like 10 minutes ago, I really appreciate it and hope you all continue to support the Vaquero Radio station and every DJ, because we're here to play music for you all. And yeah, so with that being said, catch you all next Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. The Holy Hour only on the Vaquero station. And yeah, have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll see you guys later.